Hello everyone, my name is Lilli and I'm the creative director here at Bubblegum Cartoons, and today I'm going to be doing something a lit's different. Today's my day off from my regular work, so you know what that means. Workday here! Woo! Bubblegum Cartoons! Workday 2018! So I'm going to have some fun today. I'm going to be animating another promotional trailer type thing for the show. As you guys know, we have completed the animation for our pilot, and now my composer Carolina is currently composing and performing the music for it. So that's in recording right now. I'm super excited. She's actually in the States right now. If you guys didn't know, she's originally from Europe, so she's here for like I think a month or two, which is super exciting. I can't wait to see her again. It's been too long. So that's super exciting. So while she's busy working on the pilot, I am going to be doing some promotional stuff. So you guys must have seen the first trailer if you guys are you know, really excited for Demonic Crepes. So I'm going to be doing it's kind of like a short. If you guys ever like watch a lot of TV shows, now they have a lot of like little shorts, little tidbits of like slice of life that aren't full episodes, but like little teeny vignettes of ideas and stuff like that. So this one is called Sophie's Picnic Panic. It's super cute. It's really short. It's just Pancake and Sophie defeating a monster while trying to have a picnic at a cherry blossom festival in Japan. It's super cute. I have all the voice work done, and I'm starting to work more on the animation, so you guys are gonna just follow me around this vloggy type thing today while I have a work day and I work on the show. You guys can kind of see behind the scenes of how I make the show, how I animate. Today I did a bit of it already. I did the transformation animation. You guys would have seen that if you saw how to animate magical girls, the cheesecake transformation dress. That's the powers that she gets as the cheesecake transformation, which is I'll explain it. It's super cute. But today I'm going to be doing the monster. He's an omnizoid. I think he's called an optizoid. He's an optizoid. So I'm going to be animating the optizoid today, kind of like destroying stuff. We'll see how far we go. There is lip syncing, so it's gonna take me a while. I hate lip syncing. There is voice acting in it. I voice Sophie, if you guys didn't know, and my brother actually plays Pancake. If you didn't know, my brother Marty plays Pancake. He is such a trooper. He's so awesome to help me out with this project. It really means a lot. Like, this project would never have come together without, you know, the support of the fans, without my family, my friends, everyone just being so super supportive, because this production has no money to it. It's just me on my days off. So anyway, this is getting like a super long intro. You guys just want to see me animate. So let's get started. Let's animate Sophie's Picnic Panic. Let's go. Okie doke, guys. So here's the scene that I'm working on. I'm working in Toonboom today on my Cintiq 22 HD, not a touch. Thank God, because we have a touch one at work, and it's like a total nightmare. Total nightmare. It's like thousands of dollars more, and I'm like, why? Alrighty, so this is Sophie's Picnic Panic. So far, I still have to edit in the background for this first little portion, but I'll play it through once. Of course, it's not completed yet, work in progress, but get ready to hear my voice. We get to see the cherry blossoms, Pancake. Oh, I've always, just look, the color, the smell, the eyeballs.
Don't be silly, Sophie, it's just the one.
Okay, so that's all I have so far. Hours and hours of work, of course. So it starts out here with her back kind of turned, and then she faces, oh yeah, so it looks like she has no mouth, but her mouth is on a different layer. That way I don't have to have frame holds when she holds her mouth or she says different things. There's that. This is Tokyo. As you guys know, I hate drawing backgrounds, so I just make it super like pastel as heck over here. I'm working on trying to kind of make it, I don't know, just like really lively, and it's Tokyo, but it's like a Tokyo that's like doesn't really exist in a universe. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Optizoid. He's gonna be like eating people's picnic baskets, kind of stomping around, and then there's gonna be people running around. I hate kind of drawing background characters. But it kind of, you have to populate your world, you know what I mean? This is just kind of like the random ramblings of an animator, a crazy person. It's kind of like Mike Wazowski if Mike Wazowski was a dinosaur. Mike Wazowski! Alright, there we go. Here's some teeth. Yeah, he's looking kind of cute. He's kind of looking like Mike Wazowski. I give him like little wings or something. I think he's gonna be polka dotty spotty. I think he's gonna be orange and teal because those are really interesting colors, and they'd kind of be bright against this pastel-y background. Alright, so now that I did his under sketch, I'm gonna do his actual sketch. Optozoid, hooray! Alright, let's have this Optozoid terrify some people. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Okay. The show changed a lot. Like a lot of projects, the show Demonic Crepes. Like I've told the origin story like a million times of how it came to be and everything like that. So it was just about this this joke that all cats were demons back in the day, and it just kind of evolved from there because I realized, because I wanted him to be owned by a little girl, and I'm like this, like, and she was just like in a house, and I'm like, this house is so boring, this little girl's so boring, the parents are boring, there's nothing special or unique about it. And I asked myself, I'm like, what would you want? Like, what's like the most, for me personally, the most ultimate like entertaining place to be, the most entertaining person? And I said, well, Tokyo. After you know, I studied abroad there. I loved Tokyo, and I'm like, Tokyo would be awesome. And I just picked all my favorite aesthetics of like what I wish I looked like when I was a kid. I wanted to be blonde. I wanted to have, you know, long curly hair like Aurora. I wanted to have bangs like Ariel. I wanted to be super skinny with long legs, and I'm like, that's, you know, that's the girl. And her name was originally Violet because Violet was always my favorite animated character growing up. I've always loved the name Violet because it's also kind of like more like a nom de plume I would always use because it's also a flower like Lilli. So her name was originally Violet, but then she was really inspired by my friend Sophie in college, so that's why I switched her name. I made it a show about a girl and her demon cat, like living in Japan, and like the weird things that he would do or weird happenings that would like happen, and all these demons and aliens from outer space, like just, I don't know, like something fantastical that would never happen in this life. It turned into a show that I always wished was on TV when I was a kid. But of course, if this was a show when I was a kid, I wouldn't be allowed to watch it because it would be too violent because there's hitting and punching in it. But this is always something I really wanted to happen, and I'm like, why not? Just make it happen. If you got the means to do so, you got the time off, you just do it, man. So it changed even further. Like, I didn't plan on it being a magic girl when it first started because I thought I'd be alienating a male audience, and I wanted to have like the broadest audience possible. But then I thought, like, there's tons and tons of shows that are super girly that guys really go for, so I don't know. I thought it was okay anyway, so I just, like with the rest of my art, I stopped making things that I thought people wanted to see, and I just started making things I wanted to see. And that was really, I'm gonna have to draw these people running. You guys, drawing people running really sucks. God, this arm is so cute. Sorry, I'm just like really impressed with how he came out. I had an idea in my brain what he would look like, but I didn't. What the hell is that? Like, ah. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so then it evolved into a magical girl thing, and I'm like, okay, I want to have magical powers. I wanted to have this like interdimensional key where she could just like stick this key in the universe and just like unlock all of it. And I wanted there to be like dramatic love interests. I wanted there to be like friendship and love. And the thing was, I didn't want it to, because like I loved Sailor Moon growing up, but I didn't want it to be Sailor Moon. And it kind of turned into like a parody about like magical girl tropes and stuff like that. It was not going to be your typical you know, like girl with her cat, and then she fights crime, and then, you know, she has to juggle school, because I did want her to be in school, but then it was like a little too cliche, and I wanted to kind of go for a demographic that doesn't have a lot, which is, you know, like college age audiences and stuff like that. So she's not in school. She has a little sister who's going to be in school, and she's going to come visit her and go to Sakura Academy. which is owned by the same guy who owns Harajuku Crepes. He owns everything in the city, basically. I didn't want for this show to just have, like, you know when Sailor Moon's down and she is like, she's gonna like die, like this villain got the best of her, but then all of a sudden she mustered up all her energy and used her one kill all tactic every episode. And sometimes it like varies a little bit episode to episode, but basically it's the same thing every episode. And I felt like there's no tension, there was no like, you know, everyone knew she was gonna use that one big attack and she was gonna win and it was gonna be okay. So it was just kind of like, I don't know, it didn't feel like there was a lot of drama leading up to it or anything. Like, it was very predictable, so I didn't want mine to be predictable, and that's where Sophie's personality kind of came in. It was, you'll see in the pilot, like, everything that cliche happens to her, she doesn't react the way she's supposed to. Like, when she finds out that Pancake talks, she just goes, yeah, I kind of knew that. Like, it's not like that, oh, you can talk, oh my goodness. Like, she's just like, yeah, okay, I kind of knew that. Like, I was pretty sure. Interesting to see how it's evolved. Like, even the first pilot episode, there is no magical girl elements to it, because I really wanted to establish Sophie that she didn't need her superpower. Her greatest strength is her creativity and like her quick thinking and her resourcefulness. And that's what this whole short's kind of about, because she has her magical girl transformation, but she gets cheesecake powers. So she has to defeat this monster with cheesecake powers, and it's not about the powers that her Gemite gave her, it's about how she uses them. And this is kind of like a metaphor for, like, you know, I need more coffee, girl. You know, there's always something you can do, something you can create to get you out of this situation. But yeah, Demonic Crepes has changed a lot, and it'll keep changing, you know, season to season. It's never gonna be predictable or boring. I hope it won't be boring. There's a big thing. Always put characters at the edge of the screen if you want them to run, because as soon as the run cycle starts, it's over. So I'm gonna have like somebody over here who's just gonna be like, oh my god, wow, there's a monster. Wow. So now I have Optizoid on this layer, these guys on the other layer. And then he's gonna go like, me, and he's gonna like kind of scare her, and she's gonna go, and drop her basket, and then he's gonna like pop it back in his mouth. And then he's gonna go like, nom, 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 and like chew it really big. I have some more animation projects on the horizon too. I really want to do another animatic, probably something from The Little Mermaid on Broadway. If you guys didn't see, I just did Sheltered. It was this, it was super inspired by this video I saw on BBC. It was about these crabs and how they like swap shells with each other. It was so weird. I'm like also bringing up his tails. He's going down. It's kind of like you know, like when you do like it's an arabesque in ballet, and like one arm goes down, your other leg goes up. It's kind of like that. It's like the monster doing ballet. Me. Isn't animation fun? I love animation because I can do whatever I want. You can make a monster, you can make a curly-haired girl, you can make demon cats. Animation is like, it's the closest thing we have to magic, honestly. If I could describe what animation does for me, it's like, it feels like I get the same high from animation as I do from video games. I used to play a lot more video games, and I still do, but this kind of takes up how I feel when I do video games. You get that kind of excitement, you get this different world, this kind of like escape. I feel that with animation because you can make your own world and you control everything that happens in it. And like that creative kind of energy and that like exhilaration you kind of get from a different world comes from animation for me. So that's why I really love it so much. Writing wise, I feel really inspired by like Gravity Falls and stuff like that. I really want like I love like intricate mysteries and Easter eggs. Easter eggs have always been my favorite things ever since I was young. So writing wise, I was super inspired by them. I don't know if, like, I mean, it's not gonna be as well written, it's just me doing this, but it really inspired me to write better. I love, structural wise, I love Kim Possible. I've always loved things like that, where it's like she's a regular girl by day, but then by night she's kind of like fighting crime, saving the world. I've always loved that, and like trying to keep those lives separate and like cohesive, and like, sometimes your mundane life seems to take more priority than your fantastical life. And I remember Brad Bird was saying about his films, kind of like Iron Giant, kind of like Incredibles, it's all about these people with these wonderful, spectacular gifts, and they're kept down by the most mundane things. Superheroes kept down by like a freaking law. They can't use their gifts because of something so stupid, and that was kind of a metaphor for his life, because he felt like he had this great artistic talent. So I have to make her action big because she's so small. So I'm gonna have her squash down and stretch up. Okay? What do you guys want to name her? Let's call her Yuki. This is Yuki. She's just coming out, she's trying to have a good time. She's a university student. She's studying marine bio. She came to the Cherry Blossoms to have a good time. She packed a sub sandwich and some seaweed potato chips and a milk tea. She was really excited about it, and then this monster got it. It's okay, she'll just stop by the convenience and pick up something else, like a little snack. Like that, those like fried chicken things they have at the counter. Ugh, so good. You guys, 7-Eleven is nothing like it is over in Japan. I'm gonna talk about some other shows that really inspired me. Visually I was really inspired by the backgrounds of Steven Universe. The characters are like, they're alright. The inconsistent sizing is just weird. But I really love the colors and the pastels, and I like the way all the stars are like the diamond shape. I really like that a lot, or like those streaks in the clouds, and I like the pencil-y looking like rough outlines. I like that a lot. I love, of course, Bee and Puppy Cat like speaks to me so much because all my art is like pastel, and I love like everything about like crystals, and I mean, just by watching this show you can tell. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna have people run away. I think I'm just gonna have them react. I'll have these people react and then those people run away. Animation's all about being lazy, but like in a really clever way. Ready. More inspiration. I talked about Gravity Falls, I talked about Kim Possible, I talked about, I love Powerpuff Girls. If I could, I would have Sophie's sisters in here more. I don't know if you guys don't know this, probably. I have all brothers, and so I always loved the idea of sisters and sisterly bonding, and you know, girls who are your best friends forever, you know, like, I think that's so sweet. I'm gonna have these guys start to react. These guys start to run. No, these guys are gonna run when he starts eating the basket because it'll be too much going on. So what I'm doing with the basket is it lands, but then it's not just gonna land like a lead block. It's just gonna bounce back and forth and kind of settle on the grass like a real basket. Doop doop doop. Sorry, I'm trying to explain this the best I can if you don't know animation very well. because it does seem just kind of like magic. But you guys can see how long something like a simple monster roar can really take. Wait. Okay. Other TV shows that were really inspiring was, something that was really inspiring that was not like a very popular show was Wander Over Yonder. They had this, I didn't really care much for it when I first kind of heard of it. Then I saw this one episode that was a musical and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a sucker for musicals. I loved it. And I really if I really want to make this show a musical. I think that would be so cool. And I love to sing, so that would be really fun. Okay guys, we're gonna take a little bit of a lunch break here. I'm gonna make my usual, it's like a Buddha type bowl. It's really healthy, it's really good. I have it on like a daily basis basically. It's one of my favorite meals. I have my water, super hot today, so I have to wean myself of coffee. Okay, so it's just super simple. This is what it looks like, ta-da, very yellow. Very delicious though. So after lunch we're gonna go back to work, we're gonna go back in the studio and we're gonna color everything we just did. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my lunch, and while I'm eating I'm gonna be reading Bad Girls Throughout History. This is by my friend Ann Shen. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this and I'm gonna be finishing up my little Buddha bowl. So yeah, I'll see you back in the studio. Okay, bye. Alrighty guys, we are finishing up. We're in the final stretch here. It's only taken all day long. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do his back hand and his back foot, which is a slightly darker and grayer version of his full body color. This will be super quick. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna go in with his eyeballs and his teeth and his eye shine, of course, because they are all the same color. I'm sure I keep getting his bottom tooth. Alrighty guys, we're just about done. We just have his body color. And then I think I'm gonna make a shadow underneath him. And then we will be done. Can you believe it? A full day's work and we got like 3 seconds of animation done. But you know, that's our beautiful industry that we are in. This is, actually, my work is pretty deceitfully quick. Most animation takes a lot longer because with more people, you have more people telling you, no, you can't do stuff, or you're waiting on other people. So the beauty of this is that, you know, I can just do it all in one day. I'm actually going to label this one shadow, and this one will go underneath everything except for the background. And so he doesn't move, so this is a lot easier. And then you just fill it in. And you're like, oh my god, no, it's black spot. And I'm like, oh no, don't worry. Okay. Extend to the exposure. Oh gosh. Wrong one. Excuse me, pardon me. Alrighty. So then I'm gonna go to advanced settings. Where is it? Layer properties. Oops. And then I'm gonna go to advanced, and then I like to do my shadows at about 30% opacity. Wow, okay, so something went wrong. Obviously, there's some weird frames for some reason. Okay, we did it, you guys. We're all done. Yay, that took forever. Woohoo! Alrighty guys, we are all done with our work day today. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow me around, seeing, you know, Sophie's picnic panic, animating the monster, grabbing and eating that basket, and coloring him in. Now, all that's left to do is edit. So that'll be all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, stay inspired.